Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at some water slides that should not exist. I'm also scared of water slides, so I'm not looking forward to this video.
The Black Hole. The Wet n Wild water park in Orlando is no longer open to the public, which is a good thing, really, because that means its most notorious water slide is no more as well.
Okay, so we just got into the first one and apparently the water slide is shut down. If that doesn't scream dangerous, I don't know what will.
Many of the park's problems revolved around a ride called the Black Hole, which the Orlando Business Journal described as a twisting ride where guests shoot down a dark tube on a two-person float.
It genuinely sounds like a nightmare to me. Like, I don't know how people can go down water slides. I'm genuinely terrified of them. It's not the fact that you're really high up. I think it's the fact you're literally in a slide and like it goes up and down. What happens if you fall out of it?
Black Hole injured one man in 1994 so badly that he sought and won a $1.73 million judgment against the amusement park back in 2000.
Okay, so a man got injured and he won 1.7 or 8 million. What happened to him? Like, I want to see what the slide looks like. They haven't even showed us it. I know it's bad and I still haven't seen it.
The man claimed he was struck by something in the dark, and when he arrived at the bottom of the slide, he couldn't move his legs. Doctors had to insert a titanium plate into his neck, the poor guy. That was probably the Black Hole's worst injury. Granted, that's one heck of an injury. And there were others too.
Why are so many people getting injured on this slide? We literally haven't seen it. And also it's a dark one. Like, they're the worst types of water slides. Whenever you're going down a water slide, you usually expect them to be really light and really quick. If you go into a dark one, it's like, I don't even know, closing your eyes and not being able to open them.
Tubes sometimes flipped, people fell off, tubes were hit by other tubes, and all this happened mostly in the dark, which must have made it extra super sucky for those people.
Yeah, it sounds very bad. And why are they literally getting hit by something? The tubes are falling apart. I don't know when this was shut down, but how was this allowed open in the first place?
The Master Blaster. Standing at a vertigo-inducing 6 stories tall, a length of 1,000 feet. The Master Blaster has been unanimously voted the best water ride in the United States multiple times.
Okay, so whenever I think of a water slide, I think of one that's like a big tube where like you can't fall out of it. That one does have like a tube thing. It's got a wire on the top, but I don't like the fact that they're in wee floaty things. One time whenever I was younger, I went down this big water slide in a place in Bangor. I think it was the Aurora. It was like years ago. But basically I was sat in one of them tubes and it nearly like flung off the top. Like, I'm not kidding, I nearly fell off it. Imagine you're sat in like that big float and then you literally nearly like fly out of it. It is terrifying.
Master Blaster combines the up and down thrills of a roller coaster with the unique experience of being propelled by jets of water. Riders ascend to the top of the blasting off tower where they find 2 passenger inflatable boats waiting for them.
People will literally queue for half an hour to get onto this slide and go down at once. Is it really worth that amount of time? Because it's certainly ain't for me.
The position on the launch platform, they are sent down a 3-story plunge, then back up 3 stories and into a twisting tunnel. Riders get a brief glimpse of the tower they just left before dropping once again. Master Blaster continues its course, figurating around the tower, blasting uphill and down before entering the climactic pretzel-shaped downward spiral.
Water literally hits you in the face and I can deal with that. One time I got water in my eye. I don't know where it was from. I think it was in the bath. Like, I basically like somehow got water in my eye. I think like splashed it into my eye. I'm not kidding. I thought I was going to be blind, so absolutely not. There's no way I'm going down that thing.
The Scorpion's Tail. Designed by engineering firm Whitewater West, the Scorpion's Tail is the first and only looping water slide in the US. So your descent from 10 stories high and travel in high velocity down a 400-foot pipe.
I'm sorry, but them ones freaked me out. If there's any bad water slide, it's that one. They're literally stood in a tube and then next thing you know, you fly down the water slide. So I'm not scary to anyone else. Like, I could not deal with that. That genuinely seems like a nightmare to me. Like, I'm telling you right now, I would not do that. You cannot pay me money to get into that water slide because I would literally pass out.
The loop is 27 feet high and curves at an angle of 60 degrees, and you're supposed to go around all of it. No belts, no carts, no seats, no nothing.
What happens if somebody literally gets stuck? Like, imagine if, like, I don't know, somebody older or somebody a bit bigger goes into it and they don't move that fast. What happens if they literally get stuck and, like, go backwards and get stuck in the slide? Do they put, like, a rope up the slide and get them to hold on to the rope? What would happen?
The Scorpion's Tail uses sophisticated engineering to take you through the loop and get down to the... A trap door from the tower drops you down a 55-foot chute where you descend at a steep 70-degree slope.
We literally just seen the whole water slide, so you're telling me you literally, like, fall from 10 stories for, like, 20 seconds of entertainment? That is why I don't understand roller slides or roller coasters or just, like, amusement ride park thingies. I might do a video on like roller coasters or rides at amusement parks because they terrify me.
The near vertical angle helps you build up momentum to the tune of 50 feet per second, so you can hit the ascending loop with enough speed to make your way around it.
But what happens if somebody like gets stuck? Do they have like a code red plan? Imagine somebody got stuck in there. That would be so terrifying because I nearly got stuck one time in a water slide. Oh my god, it actually like freaks me out thinking about it.
Optical sensors will track riders throughout the course of each slide. The moment they drop down, do they splash out in the water below. Onboard sprayers mist the walls for a slicker surface, helping you complete the entire slide within 9 to 14 seconds.
So literally 14 seconds of you going down a water slide. Also, am I the only one who used to get caught in water slides? If you don't know what I'm speaking about, you'll not understand it. But basically, whenever you go down a water slide, it's like bits of plastic stuck together. Sometimes there will be like a tiny bit of like, how do I describe it? You know, whenever you're like looking at a brick wall, how you've got the brick and the cement, but there's like a little bit that goes in. Basically, on the water slides, I would always get caught on that. And you kind of see it there. Like, I would always get my skin caught on that, and it would actually hurt quite a lot. And think of it, you're literally going down that for 15 seconds, so you're literally gonna get caught a load of times.
In case you slide down at the slower pace than you required speed, which happens to 1% of all guests, you will slip back to the start of the loop, where an available opening will let you exit. In shame, of course.
Okay, so they literally told us there is an exit if you getting out. Okay, that's good. At least now I know what will happen if I somehow go into that, which I won't, by the way, and I get stuck. That would be so embarrassing. Like, imagine going to that slide and it can't swish you around. That would literally put me out. I'd be like, nah, I ain't going to a water park anymore.
The AquaScoot Action Park, if you haven't heard of it, was one of the most notorious water parks in the world. It was so notorious that it was shut down in 1996 after a total of 6 fatalities and so many injuries that no one seems to be able to actually count them.
Okay, so it was in 1996, so in the 1990s. 6 people died and multiple people got injured. If that doesn't scream nightmare, I don't know what will. Yet again, I don't understand why people go to these things. Like, you're literally around a load of bodies. People don't clean themselves. Like, I'm telling you right now, the next pandemic's gonna come from like a swimming pool or a water park.
And one reason why this water park has its notorious reputation is this dangerous water slide. Not because it's the highest or the fastest, it's just because of really stupid design.
Okay, we're gonna find out what the design is. It's obviously gonna be stupid if they've told us that it's gonna be stupid.
Someone at Action Park once had the bright idea to make a slide out of warehouse rollers because a fast stream of water just wouldn't cut it. Riders went down the AquaScoot on a plastic sled, and the idea was that you pick up a lot of speed and then skip across the water at the bottom like a flat stone.
Okay, I don't know if this looks safe to you, but let's look at it. What happens if somebody fell off there? Like, obviously that's gonna happen. So you're telling me they looked at that slide and they were like, yeah, that's so safe. That's gonna be so safe for people to go down. That is gonna end up with somebody skidding off it.
The problem, of course, was if you weren't sitting on the sled at exactly the right angle, you're gonna get flung off of it. That wasn't enough, the pool was so shallow. Just 2 feet deep according to some reports, you wouldn't even have the benefit of a soft landing.
So after you nearly get flung off the ride, you literally hit the water, which is 2 feet deep. I'm telling you, some evil sadistic people have to be making these water slides. Why would you want to injure people like that?
The Kilimanjaro. First opened in 2002, Kilimanjaro stood as the world's tallest water slide for more than 12 years. Located in Aldeia das Águas Park Resort, about 85 northwest of Rio de Janeiro, Kilimanjaro has a stunning drop height of 164 feet.
Okay, so the water slides in Brazil, I think that's where Rio is. Did you see how quick that person went down that thing? I don't know how people do it. Maybe it's just me with like a fear of heights and like going down water slides. Like, even stood at the top, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, my legs would be like jelly.
Because of that height, it remains the record holder for the highest drop on a body slide. Easily the most visible structure in the popular water park, the thrill ride named after Africa's tallest mountain reaches an estimated speed of 62 miles per hour off a radical 60-degree incline.
Wait, so you're literally going down that slide at 60 miles per hour? You realize the majority of cars aren't even allowed to drive that speed, like on the road? Oh my god, these people are literally trying to turn people into projectile missiles. Getting somebody to slide down a slide at 60 miles per hour? Absolutely not.
The enormous resort and water park also features a 160-room hotel, convention center, restaurants, and several other attractions.
Oh yeah, that's so good. So it means that if somebody gets injured and they need surgery, they can go to the place to get surgery and then go back to the hotel. That's a no from me.
The Cannonball Loop. And now we give you the granddaddy of them all. A water slide so infamous for being dangerous, riders had to be hosed down with water to improve their chances chances for making it to the end.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is a water slide. It literally looks like a snail. This is literally something you would see in like a kid's toy set. They're going down a water slide and they somehow have to go up in a loop. Have I ever been in a water slide that's got a loop? I don't think so. A roller coaster, yeah, but not a water slide.
Slide's so terrifying. Even the most daring adventurer wouldn't even think of trying it.
Did you see how that person shot out at the bottom? That didn't look safe. What would literally happen if you weren't quick enough and you just like got stuck? The next person who comes down there is going to be like a bowling ball going towards bowling ball pins.
A ride that caused so many injuries that it had to close down only after a single season.
Okay, so after one season, the water slide closed down. Whoever is okaying these water slides needs to be put into prison and investigated.
It was long and black, and ended up with a loop at the end that looked so improbable you had to wonder if it followed the laws of physics unknown to us here on Earth. It was opened in the summer of 1985, but it only lasted for around a month before it was shut down by the New Jersey Carnival Amusement Ride Safety Board because all those other crazy action park rides were tame compared to this one.
Okay, so it was open for a month. A month! I don't know how that's possible. Like, I genuinely don't know how some of these slides get approved. Obviously, I can understand if people want to have fun and like get the adrenaline levels up. But come on, how is that possible?
The Bullet Bowl. Leave it to our Chinese friends to never let anything go to waste. The country embarked on a countrywide construction spree in preparation for the Beijing Olympics. All were structures that were specifically built to do just one thing, to host the Olympic Games. Once the event was over, however, they were left with buildings that had little to no use whatsoever.
Exactly, a lot of people don't understand that whenever countries host the Olympics, they literally build buildings for the Olympics. Whenever the Olympics are over, they'll just completely abandon them. I think it was in Rio that they completely abandoned the Olympic Park. Exactly, this is what I'm talking about right here. This used to be like a swimming thing. Obviously, whenever the games were on, that would be used, but look at it, it's literally completely abandoned. The Chinese are very good whenever it comes to like reusing stuff and remaking stuff. So I want to know, did they abandon the Olympic Park or just turn it into a big water slide place?
This also includes the world famous Water Cube, the building they built to accommodate the swimming and diving events. After the Olympics, the Water Cube, or part of it, was converted into a water park, and it's here where you can find the next insane water slide on our list.
Okay, we're gonna see what the next water slide is, but the Chinese, like I said, are very smart. Obviously, they probably won't host the Olympics for like, I don't know how many years. So they turned that building into like a water park place. Also, if they do host the Olympics in the future, they could just use them buildings again. I'm telling you, the Chinese are smart.
Bullet Bowl pretty much has a simple design, but it does build within its riders a sense of anticipation, as it sends them on a slow spiral around the bowl, before immediately sending them plummeting down an extremely dark and steep drop. Many people have tried and lost their lunches at this water slide. Maybe it's time that you do too.
Did you see how quick that person was going? Absolutely not. Maybe after this video, I should go to a water park and try to get into a water slide. Will that help me overcome the fear?
The Verrucht. If height and speed is not an issue with you, then this next entry on our list is truly right up your alley.
Did you see how high that is up? Like, you literally have to go up like 20 flights of stairs. Also, them railings don't look safe. Like, imagine if you slipped and like, I don't know, nearly fell through the railings. That was a big fear of mine. Like, I kind of have a fear of walking upstairs and like falling down them and like on them. I've got so many fears and I don't know why.
At the moment, Verrucht is the world's tallest water slide, standing 168 feet tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty at 17 stories.
Okay, so I've got a question. What happens if you were going down the water slide and then you're going over that bump? Does this look like something you would stay on? Absolutely not. You would fly off that. That is the fear that I had from the water slide that I was on whenever I was younger. I nearly flew off it. You would literally shoot off it. It's terrifying.
Spiral climb of 264 steps takes you to the top, and you're put in groups of 4 and strapped into a rubber raft that reaches speeds of 65 miles per hour for a heart-pounding 18-second ride.
All of that for 18 seconds. It's literally free of the things I hate. Being really high up in the sky, being in them like rubber things and having a wee bomb. That would literally put me in hospital because I would have a heart attack.
Adrenaline junkies from all over the world once flocked to the Shitterbond Water Park in Kansas City, Missouri, just to get a chance to feel the kind of rush that only this water slide can give them. Unfortunately, one tragic accident has left this once proud water slide closed for good.
It's now closed because somebody probably died. I don't know what is going on with me, but like, I can literally predict when something's gonna happen. It's happened with quite a few of my videos. Like, I'm telling you, everyone's getting injured.
In one accident, which is mainly due to operator error, one of the rafts went airborne while going down the slide. Due to improper weight distribution, the raft, which was lighter at the front, caught air and threw its 3 riders off. The steel canopy, which was designed to keep riders in the slide just in case such a thing happens, proved to be fatal when the youngest rider on the raft was caught in it and was,
Lost his head, basically. Oh my god, I just had a blinking fit. It happens all the time in my videos. Okay, apparently I can't open my eyes, but that's so sad that a child literally lost his life because of a stupid water slide. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. That is some water slides that should not exist. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're press the red subscribe button, and yes, I'll see you all in the next video.